Hi everybody, Priscilla here with the 1870.com. I am going to be making a homemade jelly plate. Now I have my kettle up here boiling. The first thing I'm going to do is add 7 packs of gelatin. This is unflavored gelatin. I know sometimes our art looks yummy enough to eat, but you don't want to eat it. Thought I was clever and had all of this tore up. Now I'm going to really spread this out in the bottom. This is actually a brand new pan. You get these at dollar stores. And I want to kind of have my gelatin spread all over in here. 7 of them is what you're looking for. You can do this in a round pan. And the other really cool thing too, if your jelly plate ends up getting scratches on it, you can just remelt this. You can do this in a microwave, remelt it. So I'm going to take my gelatin first, put it in here, and I'm just going to I just want it to be all around here, so I don't have like one lump of it somewhere. Now this is glycerin, and it's 1.5 cups. I'm going to put that in here, and again I'm going to kind of just pour right through. Now when I put this in, I'm going to work really, really fast. So I'm going to start just whisking this up, all my gelatin in here, all my glycerin in here. What's not left in here, my hot water coming in 1 second. It's going to do wonderful things. So I like using something like this to stir because it really gets through and you don't have a lot left on your tool. You know, if you use like a big heavy spatula, you're going to have all sorts of things left. So you see how nice that's dissolving. It's looking good. This is how they make all sorts of cool things too. If you ever see like special effects in movies, lots of times they use this gelatin mix, and we're going to use it for a craft application, of course. I'll get that side mixed around. But you see the nice job this does without really disturbing everything. See how I'm not making all kinds of bubbles here? I've watched a couple videos where they have real problem with bubbles, and I think a big part of that is the whisking part. I'm just going to do the same again. I'm going to run this through. And this is just a little bamboo skewer, so nothing special. You probably have a whole bunch of them in your kitchen that you're not using. So I'm getting this all mixed through. Next step is to I have my kettle on back here. I'm going to just bring it to the boil. I have it sitting right under the boil. I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of boiling water. When I'm happy with how this is all mixed, and I am happy with that, let this lay here. Turn that off. Measure out 1.5 cups. Perfect. I'm going to put this in. And again, I'm just going to really disperse it nicely. I wanted a really nice thick pad, but I'm going to show you here because I've done this right in the pan. First of all, to see how full it's getting, and second of all, to see if it's getting too full, I can move this. So I'll put this over. Just keep mixing. You really want to mix this good because the gelatin's going to start to do its magic now. When I have this all stirred, when I have all of this stuff melted, and it looks, the way to tell when you're done with it is if you see all the things that we had mixed up, the gelatin and the glycerin, if you see that all dissolved, you're good to go. But I'm going to add 2 more sticks to my mix and just really give it a little whisk. I'm getting some more bubbles on top, but I'm not getting a foam. I've seen a foam on a bunch of these. We want to avoid the foam. I'm just going to go through and agitate. Don't skimp on this. This is a good step to not skimp on. Mix it up. Don't be afraid. Like I said, this one's going to be pretty thick. This one is going to probably be 1/2 inch thick, and that's good. That's a good depth for a jelly plate. So I can tell by looking at it, hopefully you can with your angle, that I'm getting right down to the very end of all my mixing. Everything's suspending nicely in the water and glycerin and gelatin mix. You want to avoid clumpy things in here. So this is going to be the bottom of my jelly plate. And what I'm going to do, my very last step on this one, is going to be let it stand still for just a second. And if I go right around the edge with these sticks, it takes care of bubbles. But this is going to be the bottom, so it doesn't really matter if there are things on here. The mix looks really, really good. I'm happy with that. Dribble this off and see how you don't have a ton of stuff you're taking off when you use things like these to stir. But now I'm going to just take this, and I'm going to pop. I'm going to show you a way to get these little ones popped. Just take them right over to the edge and tap them along here. Come back and get these. The other thing you can do is lightly blowing on them sometimes helps too. These are just the little bubbles. And if you get them that they're moving, get your stick in there and help hold them, or take them to the edge, and that will take them away. So I'm going to clear this all off, get all my bubbles to the edge. There we go. If you have a bubble in this, it won't matter because the bottom of this pan is going to be the top of your jelly plate. Now I'm just going to scrape the sides. This is a very relaxing thing too. This is very relaxing to do. I'm just going to pull these bubbles. Hope you can see that back in there. Makes them disappear. Now I'm going to take my jelly plate, pop it in the fridge, and let it sit for 2 to 6 hours. I'll just check on it, see how it's wiggling. I'm going to use a heart mold for this one. I'm setting it, because this is a silicone mold, I'm setting it on a tray so I can easily move it. This one, I'm going to use 1/2 of what I use for the big pan. So instead of 1.5, I'm using 3/4 cup, which is the 6 fluid ounces, which is the size I got this in. And this time, I'm going to pour the glycerin in first. I just want to make this a different way, just to sort of show you. So I'm putting the glycerin in first. The other last one, I just put the gelatin in first. So the gelatin, you want to go with 4 packs of boiling water. You're going to go with 3/4 of a cup. So this one, just going to sprinkle it on the top. I can tell already, I like it better when it was on the bottom. Don't ask me why, I just do. Sprinkling it all over. You will hear people talking about how this stuff will bloom. But you see how the gelatin sort of suspends it. So this is not what you want to be happening. You want it to be mixed up, but we're going to do that in 1 second. Oh, a few seconds. Take my little mixer. Can you see the difference from when you put it on the bottom to the top? It's still going good. That's good. I just don't want any clumps. Mixing, mixing. Don't skimp on this. I'm excited for the shape. Okay, let's put our hot water in. 3/4 of a cup. Oops, that's a little bit too much. Is it? Yes, it is. You can't guesstimate with this stuff. I love guesstimating, but this is science, so don't guesstimate. Now we're going to go back to the mixing. Need all that gelatin to dissolve. The hot water really, really helps with that. I've seen methods for doing this with cold too. I haven't tried them. Maybe I will when I have more glycerin. Right now my glycerin is depleted. But I want these to be pretty thick and substantial, so I didn't make little skinny ones. See, the more I mix it, look at that, the more bubbles that happen. So I want to stay below my surface, stir it, so I don't have to go through popping all those bubbles. Again, remember to keep this on a metal tray or a firm tray, something, glass cutting board or whatever, so you can move it around easy, because these silicone molds are, they're a nightmare to move on their own. You can see the last of my stuff's dissolving. This doesn't have the reflective bottom that the last tray that I did this in, but I can still see that it's, you want it mixed up so nice, and you can actually even just do a little bit of sort of getting things around. Okay, I'm ready to go in here, I think, and pop my bubbles, and then put it in the fridge. I went crazy there and just made a whole bunch of new bubbles. Keep it low. And don't break that surface tension a lot, and you will not make as many bubbles. And again, bubbles on the bottom do not matter. This is the bottom of your plate. This is already starting to set. Can you see how it's moving sluggish in here now? Just gonna go right around the edges. I have given it 24 hours. We are going to see how, oh, this jelly comes right apart. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. Super substantial. Take this one out first. And I'm commandeering this pan to be my craft pan. So I want to show you, I want to print something really quick. I can't wait. I'm going to just put a teeny tiny textile paint. Put a teeny tiny bit on. I don't want to put too much. Here it comes. And I cannot find my brayer, but I'm going to make do. I'm going to improvise. I'm going to pull a print to show you guys how this jelly plate works. Here comes the blue. It's not porous, so I don't want to put too much on it. And I can't find my brayer, so I'm going to use a little paint roller. The problem with a paint roller is it's not going to be, this little paint roller, it's not going to be as effective as a brayer because it's going to absorb paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it right inside this plastic. And yes, it will make marks on there, maybe. Yeah, it definitely will. Super messy. Never mind that. We're just going to do it like this. Oh, that's working out all right. Yes, loving it. I'm going to get some of this paint off of here onto there. You live and learn. So I did that so you don't have to. Okay, so jelly plate printing, the purpose of this is just a little bit more paint because I am picking some of it up. I love purple. If you know me, I'm a purple person. And this is textile paint. I love those little dots on there. I'm going to leave them. So you learn something new all the time. Okay, so I'm going all over this. I'm going to leave those dots over there, and let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to take my material. Oh no, first I'm gonna do this. I have some leaves I'm gonna put in here. Put that down, vein side down. I really wish I had a brayer for this. This needs to be done with a brayer. I'm doing my best. We'll see what happens. Push this down. Press into the jelly plate. Oh, I have a little leaf. Tell you what, that's not too bad for doing it with no brayer. Fail. Okay, so oh, here we go. Here we go. Just didn't go down far enough. Oh, nice. Super smooth on the bottom. I have one little hunk that pulled off. I'm not even worried about that. I love it. It's nice and thick too.